So I wanted to expand on a previous video I did about older generations not having expected things, like the eventual need for consideration to cohabitate with adult children, because it goes beyond the micro relationships we have with our immediate family, all the way out. Why our system is designed for no one in mind but the benefits of those before. They've failed us, so we'll have no choice but to fail them in turn. It bothers me greatly that people felt the right to have children but not reserve space for them. I guess they'll find out soon enough what it feels like, disadvantaged in a system that has no consideration for your continued existence. I just visited my grandparents, on my mom's side. My mom herself is over 60 now, getting her first senior discounts on our bus tickets up, and my father's even older, freshly retired. They had me as a child later in life compared to others in their generation, but not as late as millennials are now expecting and pushing their childbearing back in an attempt to gain footing in the economy they left us. My grandparents are looking at places with assisted living because it's getting too much for them, and the worker they have come by doesn't do anything but bathe my grandpa because it's too physically strenuous for grandma to do that or for him to do it himself. They are able to do this transition financially, but it's a matter of availability. My father's siblings seem to be quickly deteriorating physically and mentally, and I'm worried about him following suit from what my mother describes of how he's handling his retirement. They, however, can't afford to go into a home, and he'd be too stubborn to do so even if it were necessary, so I'm starting to worry about my position in all this. My mom is 60, her house is paid off, their car is paid off, she's working 2 small part-time jobs that she can walk 5 minutes to throughout the week to keep her busy. Her husband is retired and gets payments from a plan from a job that he had all his life, and she is only now having to deal with her parents' care options, which they can financially cover themselves. I'm 30. I don't have a house and don't have any prospects of affording one in this economy. We're halfway through payments on a car. The money we're actually making aside, neither me or my partner have any plans or coverage we're paying into to help us in our retirement. I can't support myself, and I'm already in a position worrying about my dad outliving his retirement fund, needing extra care that I can't provide or afford. I'm lucky he has payments to him and isn't just reliant on their saving efforts, because he happened to manage to stay in a job for several decades. It's all too sharp a contrast, sitting in my grandparents' living room, how many things have trickled down and landed on the younger generation's head. What my mom has to deal with, at what point in her life, and the resources she has to work with from her parents. And then me. Her and her parents had less time, each respectively, to accumulate resources and more things to juggle, like having kids. And yet I am still in such an exceptionally worse situation due to nothing I've ever done. The dream my generation was sold as kids, the things that were a given to those before, are unattainable to me now, and I don't even get a chance to try. I'm not even in a position to have kids if I wanted them, and I'm already feeling the pressure of taking on care of my parents in the near future. At this rate, I'm still decades away from ever starting my adult life, as it were. Something that will someday be a real problem my generation faces is going to be care for their parents. In Canada, we're hitting the point already where our infrastructure for elderly care is failing. All the genuine elders in my life that need assisted care can't get the amount they need, and they actually have retirement plans to pay for it. We're finally seeing the effects of people now living longer. They're burning through their retirement, and still alive, broke, and having to pick up what jobs they can manage again, if they can. If not, they're either trapped in their homes with descendants who can't properly supplement the lack of care they can scrounge from available workers. And soon, those at retirement age aren't going to have any sort of retirement plan at all to support them. We'll be working till we die, because the benefits of standard 9-to-5s has disappeared. Not the benefits themselves, but the positions. It's going to be rough in a couple decades, once we're all stuck in the can't live with you, can't live without you phase, because general life expectancy isn't going down. Like, it sounds messed up to say, but even if our parents' generation had a crap go of it, they at least had inheritance to look forward to, that would help them at some point in their midlife. To them, it was a nice boost to their already thriving lives, but current young adults are in over their heads, struggling, and can't expect to see anything until they, too, are at retirement age, which doesn't actually exist anymore, so there will be nothing left for us by then anyway. The system is screwed for everyone. Those driving the vehicle just don't know it yet. The crash affects them too, and although they can't blame the kids complaining in the back seat, they probably will anyway when the time comes.